Right, welcome back. Last time, we literally just declared war on Theodoro. Yeah. Okay, in more detail, we went ahead and annexed what was left of the Ottomans. Got them to remove most of their cores too, which is great. My ally went ahead and declared war on York-Luz, so we got a couple provinces off of that too, as well as Theodoro becoming independent. And I just recently realized this, so I immediately declared war on them, because cores are cheap to reconquer. Once that occurs, well, the Across the Black Sea mission doesn't really mean much of anything, because I've already cored the entire Crimea area, but, well, quite nice, I guess. Quite nice. I'm doing my best to try and keep aggressive expansion under control. I'll go on ahead and handle this. I'm a bit worried about separatists potentially causing trouble, but it shouldn't be that much of an issue anyway. I can very quickly move my army back to the other side of the Black Sea, should problems arise. Which they probably will, but that's neither here nor there at the moment. Did we do something? Yes, we did do something else too. Right, we teched up at 1500, started the spread of casual literacy within the capital. But only the capital, because it's the only place with enough knowledge production. Which is great. So I might need to look into developing more areas at some point. Romania keeps asking, well, Wallachia keeps asking for a royal marriage, but they won't ally me anyway, and they're going to become a target at some point or another. So, no. Let's continue grabbing an improved relations buff. It's the best option. Got all the administrative ideas except for one, and reduced noble tax avoidance. And that's the real important one, you know? Wrong button. Right. We've got 75% state reach now, I think. Good, it's not actually rounding up. I should be able to put together enough influence in the bureaucracy. Sadly, nothing specifically requires 75, it's all 70 or lower. But, I can promote the bureaucratic faction, which will reduce my tax income somewhat, but no, what I'm looking for is here. Facilitate open recruitment for examinations. It's going to cost me a lot of points and stability, quite a bit of corruption and loyalty, but it gets me minus 5% elite power from autonomy, minus 0.1 provincial corruption, which is a lot, and minus 0.025 state corruption, which isn't nearly as much, but it's still a little buff, so... Thankfully, I've got enough stability points to immediately go back up one. Just gotta overlook tenant abuse. There we go. And arrange a strategic marriage. Promote support commerce. Perform a show of devotion. I guess I can disown an unpopular relative. My legitimacy is so high that this really isn't a big deal anymore. Used to be, but now legitimacy is so ridiculously high, my resting point, that I can just do that and it won't matter. I'm sure some of that is from the increase in maintenance. As well as increasing corruption, reducing the amount of money I actually obtain. That's a lot of QQ. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, probably a good point to stop. So, Theodoro's now gone. Didn't really generate much aggressive expansion anyway. Muscovy seems to be taking on Nogayurto, so good for them, I guess. And Yokia is down to a single province. So yeah, fun times are had for all. I'm currently dealing with the Karamanids. I think I can take all of their provinces without too many worries. Yeah, just Damascus and the Mamluks and the Karamanids. What I'm also hoping for is to... Ah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh, okay. I guess I didn't pick quite the right royal goal, but I can do this. Oh, I can do that now. No. Never mind. I mean, if I were to get rid of it, it still wouldn't help because annexation or vassalization. Yeah. I need more war score. Would that cause coalition issues? Not really. Al-Fadil is getting stronger, but they're mostly a bunch of junk provinces anyway. Random provinces in the middle of nowhere. I do have some of the... Is this the Euphrates or the Tigris River? I don't actually know. I never bothered to learn which one's the northern and which one's the southern. But I do have Baghdad itself. Yeah, the Jalairids are gone entirely now. Although, Persia's doing its thing of remaining divided. The Savon is expanding, or was. I've been slowly expanding into their territory, which weakens them and all that. After all, as a player, I tend to be the game changer. I can't exactly say much about the total collapse of France, after all. Yeesh. At least Muscovy is starting to come back, and, well, they're better than Poland, though they lost more territory to Krim as well. Then there's this massive... Well, Burgundy finally decided to move their capital to Copenhagen. Which probably is a smart thing to do. At this point, you might as well give up on your French territories and turn yourself into Scandinavia or something. Why does the Pope own Altenjo? Why? Okay. Pretender rebels. Should I turn into a principality, apparently. Why does Korea own these two provinces as well? Jeez. Is Korea at least a tributary state? Yes, okay, so it's not that bad, but it's still kind of weird. Anyway. Yeah, I'm hoping to grab all of Karaman's provinces and the 3 cores over here that Kartvelia has. I guess in a future war, if I really want to grab these, I'm gonna have to do a regular conquest war. I picked a different war to make conquest cheaper. Different war goal. I do get less prestige in the process, but it's already expensive to grab those, so. And prestige really isn't all that important. I've got quite a bit of prestige decay reductions, plus a heck of a lot of prestige buffs. Even if they're relatively minor. And I continuously gain more prestige via various minor things. Anyway, there is one other thing we did. No. Ah, hire through examinations, I believe. Where is it? Yep. Yep. Upgraded to means to hire through examinations from recommendations for examinations, which reduced elite power from autonomy, provincial corruption, and, by a tiny amount, state corruption. After that is hire with review, which, well, just reduces the amount of elite power, the amount of power the elites get from autonomy level. So, it's not really that important. I should be able to hit 80 state reach relatively soon, though. In time for 1515 if I go ahead and expand the bureaucracy again, which I think I will. Yeah. Further expansion of state reach is going to help. Although admittedly state reach is almost 100% in certain areas. I have also noticed that I'm having infrastructure issues. Lots of infrastructure has decayed. My capital no longer has a rank 1 capital, and the amenities dropped from rank 3 to rank 2. So I've gone ahead and started doing infrastructure maintenance. 100%, my settings, as far as I remember, are 100% for capital infrastructure, and 50 for amenities and harborage, since I figure those are the most important forms of infrastructure for my needs. Or I have to select everything in order to activate that. Great. Okay, I found infrastructure. %. Let's just do 25% for those two. Because I've been having some monetary issues. That mostly has to do with provincial corruption, which is surprisingly high at the moment. Laws and, okay, probably has to do with the fact that state corruption is exceptionally high at the moment. I wonder if there's anything interesting. No. That takes way too much root autonomy. Elite loyalty. Stability reduction might not be the best idea. And I'm not reducing admin efficiency. But overturning the status quo is very, very fast. Yeah, why not? Oh, it was also probably because of bureaucratic expansion. Does raise that a bit, doesn't it? Right, let me set the elect to my preferred setting of individualing, since that usually is the best one to work with. Right, so that should work now. But yeah, once that war is finished, the next target would be Armenia, and then start thinking about where to go from there. Because obviously the best direction is towards the Middle East, or start taking advantage of the fact that Naples' allies aren't strong anymore, specifically Burgundy. Burgundy's now a lot weaker than they used to be. They used to be massively powerful, and then the Dutch happened. Although England has been taking advantage of the Dutch themselves, so still. Of course, there's the fun times with Savoy being utterly massive too. Brittany has a ridiculous amount of troops. And Castile is, yeah, closest thing to a true rival. Although I don't have... Okay, apparently I have a rivalry slot. I guess Castile is close enough now. I mean, they are the only ones... Okay, either Castile or the Mamluks. The others are just straight up too far away. India and China are just... Okay, India is too far away for me to rival anyone over there. And Great Zhao is never going to have any possible rivals. Well, not unless I go full Rome. Which will happen eventually, probably. For some reason. Okay, you don't want Bengal as a rival, so that probably means a no. It could be the Mamluks, who have filled out their rivalry slots, or Castile, who's at war and so cannot fill in a rivalry slot. Obviously I need a rival, I just didn't notice. Or it happened during the war. It's been going on for a while. I've been trying to get Crimea, Servan to back down, but that might take a while. Anyway, I've absolutely gone on long enough. Oh, and we also finished admin ideas and used the policy. Because admin autonomy reduction, why not? Anyway, I'll see you again next time. Until then.